Senator Hirono.
Mr. Chairman, congratulations to each of you. I asked the following two foundational questions of nominees to for any of the committees on which I sit. So I'll start with Ms. Hill and go right down the line. Since you became a legal adult, have you ever made unwanted requests for sexual favors or committed any verbal or physical harassment or assault of a sexual nature?
No, Senator.
No, Senator.
No, Senator.
Have you ever faced discipline or entered into a settlement related to this kind of conduct?
No, Senator.
No, Senator.
No, Senator.
Ms. Hill, you have a long career working for the Cherokee Nation, most recently as Attorney General, so I think that you will bring a unique perspective to the federal bench. How has your experience working for the Cherokee Nation prepared you for an appointment to the federal bench?
One of the good things about working for the Cherokee Nation, one of the things I have most enjoyed was the opportunity to work with lots of different types of people, working with state leaders on issues of common concern, working with the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Northern District to prosecute crime in Indian Country. So I've had an opportunity to work with lots of different types of individuals while working for the Cherokee Nation. It is the largest federally recognized Indian tribe and we have a very large reservation. So it's created lots of opportunities for me to learn to work with different people and to learn the state very well and to learn the law of lots of different topics, from laying pipelines and fossil fuels right up to criminal jurisdictional matters in Indian Country. So it's given me a breadth of experience that I think is going to be useful to a district judge in the Northern District of Oklahoma.
I agree with you, and if confirmed, you'll be the first Native American woman to serve as a federal judge in Oklahoma. And this committee has had a hearing in which we are, I think, sending to the floor. I hope, yes, we are. The first Native Hawaiian woman to sit on the federal bench. So I think it's very important that we have judges who have the kind of perspective that has to do with our Native people. So, I certainly look forward to supporting you. Again, for you, in McGirt v. Oklahoma, the Supreme Court held that the state of Oklahoma lacked jurisdiction to prosecute Native Americans for crimes committed on tribal land. Can you tell the committee briefly about the process of setting up the Cherokee Nation's criminal division following that Supreme Court decision?
When that case was decided, the Cherokee Nation's criminal docket was pretty uneventful. We typically had about 100 cases a year that we would hear, because most of the more serious crimes were tried by the Northern District or the Eastern District. Post-McGirt, that completely changed. The jurisdictional rules applied throughout the reservation. So we had, I think, around 3,700 matters, criminal and traffic matters, filed that first year post-McGirt. So I had to go from one criminal prosecutor to 9 full-time criminal prosecutors, and that sort of ramping up included support staff, investigators, all of those things that were required. So that process of building that up very quickly was something that I had to oversee as Attorney General, and it was quite the effort. But it was, that's what the law required. The nation's jurisdiction was larger than had previously been understood until the opinion in McGirt v. Oklahoma.
Thank you. Judge Maglona, since 2011, you have served as the sole active federal district court judge in the Northern Mariana Islands, and as such, you perform the work of a chief judge, a magistrate judge, and a bankruptcy judge. You wear many hats. Can you tell us about the unique experience of being not only the chief judge, but also the only federal judge in a district, and how has this experience informed your judicial approach?
Senator, it's been a wonderful challenge to be able to do all 3 areas of law. I'll be candid, the bankruptcy docket is not very vibrant right now. But there were instances where we'd have to deal with some novel issues. And as I mentioned, I also sit in by designation in Guam. So I assist in that district, and that's where I've also had additional experience even presiding over bankruptcy cases. Given the broad general jurisdiction experience that I had in the trial court for 8 years, I think it really prepared me to be able to do everything from beginning to end as magistrate judges for criminal or civil matters of criminal from warrants all the way to sentencing as a district judge. So I had that full experience, and I enjoy the full panoply, and I am so rewarded when I am also work with other district judges from either my neighboring district in Guam or elsewhere, including Hawaii.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And while I didn't have a question for you, Mr. Russell, I look forward to supporting you also.
Thank you, Senator. Senator
Thank you.
Grassley?
Yeah. Ms. Hill, I'm going to start with you. The 4 years, you were for 4 years until recently Attorney General, as we all know now.